POV. Is it a sin to smoke or drink?
Sometimes during the course of evangelism, some people tend to ask questions. They ask, is it a sin to smoke, drink, and have tattoos on your body? I will tell you no. But hold it right there. Listen to the reason why I said no. First of all, in my Bible, as I know, it is not told it is a sin to smoke, drink, or ink your skin. I know some of you now start taking me to Leviticus and those laws and many things. If you read the context of those laws, you will see that most of the things you do, even the clothes that you wear, different colors, it's a sin. You're supposed to be stoned to death. But let's leave that. Let's not even start bringing that up right now. But I'll tell you something. If you say Jesus is your Lord and Master, will drinking be something you want to do? Some even try to modify the question, say, is it a sin to drink moderately? Good. If Jesus were here in the flesh today, will Jesus come to you and say, oh boy, Alpha, we'll go take one bottle. We'll not go high, we'll just go today on one bottle? Or will he say, homie Alpha, I'm going to light up now, at least even though not just one wrap? No, of course. Because you see, when you become a Christian, there are certain things that you should not do. Will you just take your skin and go and be marking it and start writing things? Will you even have the time if you are a Christian? So why I said it is not a sin is because it is not stated in the scriptures. But you see, those activities, drinking, smoking, will surely lead you to sin most of the time. Because when you are drunk, you cannot think righteousness. When you are catching a high, you're high, you can't think righteousness. It's only negativities. Yes, I know what I'm saying, because I have been there, so I can tell you that. So if you say, I smoke and I can control myself, congratulations to you that can control yourself. But you see, it is not good character for a Christian. We have a lot of moral laws. Yes, when I say moral laws, many of them are applicable even to your living as a Christian. Many of it. And there are things you cannot do. There are ways you cannot dress in public. Yes, because of your next fellow man. I had most of my tats before I became a Christian. Exactly. It's exactly what you are thinking. So my brothers and sisters, I said no, that it is not a sin. But I try to make you understand what I said. It is not a sin. But you will not just wake up as a Christian and head to the bar, say you want to go start drinking, or you want to go smoke, because of the aftermath of it. Philippians 4:8 tells us how we should think and what we should think on. So those things, those activities cannot guarantee good thoughts, cannot guarantee you having thoughts that are praiseworthy. Even Paul stated it in the Bible. There are things that he wants to do, there are things that are lawful, but they are not needed. He can't do them. Yes, because of who he is. He is a representative of Christ here on earth. And if you are a representative of Jesus Christ here on earth, there are certain things you can't do. Though it's not that they'll blot you out of God's mind or blot you out of the book, but you can do them because of, first of all, the souls of many that are tied to you, and also yourself. There are dimensions you will never hit. Like somebody asks, can't I be a Christian without fasting? If I don't fast, will I go to hell? If I don't pay my tithe, will I go to hell? Not at all. You won't go to hell. But there are dimensions you will never see, you will never attain. If you're not practicing, if you're not engaging in spiritual exercises, there are dimensions you can never attain. The tithing, it's if you don't pay your tithe, me, I pay my tithe. So that I understand paying my tithe because I understand trusting God. I understand loving God. It is who you love, you will give to. Many of you that are in a relationship, your women, your wives, you always give them money. You always give them things. You always give them gifts. Because why? They say relationship, there's something called love. It's the same. It's not that God needs your money. It is just an act of your faith that you trust God. Do you understand? So understand the scriptures and let it guide you smoothly. Exactly. So guys, I've answered your question. I'm not saying you should go drink and you should go smoke, because it's definitely going to affect you as a Christian. So if you ask me what you should do, I would tell you, drop those bottles and drop the blunt. There is a better way to get high. Speak in tongues. And trust me, 15 minutes, 30 minutes of speaking in tongues, you go reach that place where you think, you know, if you go. Exactly. That is how I catch my high. And that is how you too can catch your high. So thank you very much. And please, this video is not to encourage you to smoke, drink. As a Christian, there's a life you ought to live, the life of holiness, because you are the righteousness of God in Christ Jesus. Preach.